Our Lady in Bremen, and it's a church that was heavily damaged during World War II. And here you'll see a very ordered and structured pattern from the bottom to the top, a triangle, from the lower to the higher, something that we all probably have a sense of in our Peugeotian training, right? So it's a German church, which means in Bremen it absolutely got smashed to the ground during the war. So, like all of these churches, when they began to work on them, they changed the stained glass because all stained glass was destroyed. Okay, so what they did was they got modern artists in, and this here is one of the things that they did. That is very hard to do. I've done stained glass, and it's difficult. And to cut out this range of pieces and to compose the color is technically difficult. So the man who did this was actually an artist, right? But my concern, my confusion with this piece of glass is that it plays with light beautifully, as stained glass always did. But can you tell me what this is? Can you even sense what it is? This is actually to do with Paul, where he says in Corinthians, "Now then we are ambassadors for Christ. Be ye reconciled to God." It's very hard to determine that. When I looked across at this, I saw a very clear structure of what I was supposed to intuit, how I was supposed to approach the problem. It gave me the start point and it gave me the end point. Here, I just have my sense of beauty, my sense of what it means, and I'm lost. There's no way I could link that to Corinthians. How could I even begin to think what it means? And here's the other oddity, right? Look how rich the colors are. When the light shines through in darkness, you do get a sense of how it would play out. But because this is a church in modern Germany, it's very heavily lit because it's being used as a museum rather than a church. So the very function of the stained glass, which was to create this play of light for contemplation, has been thrown out the window. And if I were to sit here in darkness and leave the light shine through, then something like that could make me ponder. But now I can't really, because the place is just used as a spectacle. And that is very confused. And I wonder why in modernity, after the horrors of World War II, maybe they were so terrified of creating something beautiful. Beauty survived. Look at this intricately carved. Look at this. The craftsmanship. These were sophisticated people capable of generating tremendous beauty. And in the horror of World War II, people wretched from that and decided that instead the time of strong gods would be gone, the time of weak gods would be here. Nothing really would be definable. It would all be up to how you felt about it. So this, the idea of the ambassadors of Christ, simply became a jumble of glass, play of light on the floor. What did it mean? Well, it meant really whatever you wanted it to mean. Very, very strange situation. This one's a bit more striking. You can see the apostles somehow at the top. But again, you'd have to intuit. This is to do with what is this one to do? This is the Pentecost, right? The descent. So you do get a sense of flowing down, but it's very, sorry. Thank you. So it's just, when I see the strong contrast between this is the order, this is the structure of creation. Figure out how you relate to it, and by figuring out how you relate to it, order yourself correctly in the world, versus, hey look, pretty blue glass. Or look at this. This is Our Mary, Holy Mary, right? A type of breakingness, right? Done in a very modern style. Probably represents a statue that was lost in the war. I'd have to look that up. right? But again, undefined, disparate, divided. Two relics. That's a strong contrast, man. That's a strong contrast. Okay. Take care. Bye.